Okay. I don't know how much time I should give everyone to arrive, or if anyone's going to arrive, because I kind of scheduled this in the middle of the workday. Um, and I kind of missed my start time by about 10 minutes. Okay. And I can't find the control room. On YouTube's page. Apparently I'm live though, so that's good to know. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I'm going to do this anyway. So, we'll start with Gab. So what I did is I asked you, how would you define the word anonymous? And Judge Dredd here apparently seems to think that's not using BitChute. I don't know if that's an indictment on BitChute or what he's referring to, but it's interesting. Quick defaults to formal definitions. Nameless, okay. Sorry. I am the worst live streamer at the moment. I did not plan this well. So, charge d'affaires, nameless. And then he says he was a teacher, an English teacher, so he tends to go straight for the formal definition. Okay, let's see about on Twitter. I think I got at least some responses on Twitter. Sarah Elizabeth Simone, looking forward to your presentation. Now this is one that caught my interest and I wanted to kind of look into, is how anonymous is blockchain technology. Because it's not exactly anonymous. And then she posts an article here about how China is currently dabbling in a system where they use a blockchain to control people's IDs, identities, so they can keep track of everyone. And how a system like that, if someone stole your identity, it would become a permanent problem. Or if, and it also talks about the scores that China is imposing on people's identity and how those can have major consequences, and it, especially on something like a blockchain, that becomes permanent. Yeah, it says here everything from internet speeds and education to plane tickets, depending on the score. It's not only it's not only authoritarian states that could use decentralized identities against individuals either. But, yep, that was an interesting one. I think that was really the only one. Oh, someone removed a tweet. Okay. Let's see what I got a notification about. Oh, I got a new follower. That's good. Okay. I don't think I got any on Facebook this time. Let's look on YouTube. And this is... I hate this new analytics page. Let's see what kind of comments I got in here. Point Curation, one of my patrons over on Patreon. Anonymous is a strange... sorry, I started reading as if that was the definition. He says, Anonymous is a strange one for me. Having observed actions by Anonymous, the 4chan group, 4chan-tied group, Anonymous is a prolific... Here, let me make this full screen. I forgot to do that before. Anonymous is a prolific internal other that often intentionally remains unknown. Anonymous, as a conceptual abstract entity, is responsible for countless ills and charity towards fellow humans. Reasonable definition if we're talking about the group of hackers, or just a group of anonymous people in general, because it could be done for good or for ill. Anonymous is responsible for the advent of fire, the keying of cars, bathroom graffiti, and cave paintings. Are they cavemen? Yeah. It's funny. You are anonymous when you send flowers with no name, and I am anonymous when I leave bottles by the dumpster for people to collect. Anonymous may cure cancer and may poop next to the toilet. Anonymous is a signature of chaos. I really like that. I wish I hadn't interjected so often in that, but I like it. Cozy Comfy Poetry Channel simply says unknown. It's a short, sweet, and I said poetic definition, but I think there's a little bit more to it than that. And I'll get to that when I cover what I think the definition should be. The state of which... Okay, sorry. Adherent of Lady Columbia put, the state of which a person or thing is not able to be identified by intentional means, or by simply not being able to identify any full degree to lack of name and other identifying characteristics. That's a pretty good one. Guess it did. I don't think it has to be intentional to leave out those. I think it generally is. That does make sense. So let's pull up a document here. And we'll work on a definition. And let's see what other dictionaries have to say. See what the Oxford Living Dictionaries has to say about anonymous. Okay. Anonymous. Of a person, not identified by name, of unknown name. The donor wishes to remain anonymous. An anonymous phone call. Having no outstanding individual or unusual features, remarkable or impersonal. His impeccable, slightly anonymous Chelsea flat. I think this one leans more towards England. The whole website does. And like UK English. Because I don't recognize that usage of the word. And here I'll give away my whole video next time. Late 16th century. Via late Latin from Greek. Anonymous, nameless. From an, without. And anima, meaning name, plus us, making it an adjective. Anonymous. Of unknown authorship or origin. This is closer to the definition I think I've come up with. Not named or identified. An author. Lacking individuality, distinct, or recognizability. I guess it's not an English definition because it's in the American Dictionary. I still don't recognize that usage very much. So it doesn't have an origin on here. The donor wishes to remain anonymous, an anonymous buyer. Okay. Now this one's always fun. Relation blip. A very short relationship with little real importance to either member, usually lasting between 1 day and 3 months, and entered into for the hell of it. Man, Cody, your freshman year of high school was full of stupid 2-month relation blips. I like that word. That's a good one. This is... Let's see what they say. It's even got a GIF. Okay. Anonymous. A word that both authors and editors love to use at the end of a quotation or next to a photo because they are too lazy to trace the source of the material. By using anonymous, publishers avoid paying any royalties on the lame excuse that they couldn't get in touch with the owner of the copyright works. Or copyrighted works. That is... Oh, that's a good one. Although, I need to do a video about copyright and royalties because I have opinions on those. You can watch Jordan Peterson's latest interview with, I can't remember her name, but she's an animator. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video after I'm done. Wow. How did... I always try and make short definitions, and that was just not going to read it. Self-proclaimed hackers on steroids. Bunch of 14-year-olds who probably have never been socially accepted at school, usually making aggressive comments towards African Americans. Not exactly a powerful force due to the fact if a situation occurs in which their community, 4chan, shuts down, they will whine like sissy bitches. Secondly, no one IRL knows about them, let alone cares, lol. But hey, it's for the lulz, right? John. Dude, Anonymous is getting stronger. Sam. You mean that... Not going there. I've decided that if I ever do bad words or offensive words like that, I will have someone that's allowed to say them. You'll see when I've got some fun ideas for that. Protesting outside the Scientology thing. Yeah, they're gonna rule the world one day. Oh please. Don't even. Is Apple scared of them? Okay. Most of this is gonna be about the 4chan group. And yeah. I've used 4chan. I've just looked over 4chan maybe once or twice. Didn't find it interesting. Guess I just don't know where to look. Looks like I've had a couple people drop in for my completely boring show. Now let me pull up the definition I had in the works, actually. Here it is. Anonymous, adjective, nameless, unattributed, or unknown. Acting without definite identity. So, I think that's the one I'm going to go with. See if I can find... I don't even know where to view my comments at. Going over to the comments section, see if I can... Or the chat. So, I think... Okay, don't see anyone in chat. And I think I'm the only one watching now. There we go. Pop out chat. So, Ronry. Okay, well, thank you for watching if you stuck around this long. I think I've covered just about everything, and I don't have much commentary for this word at the moment. So, thank you for watching.